Hi, Jamie Sutton here, Holistic Nutrition and Health Coach. Today I'm going to talk to you about healing foods. Do you struggle with energy? Do you want more energy physically? Do you want to feel better physically and emotionally? Do you want to give your health a boost? Well, I'm going to go over 4 types of foods that will do that. If you eat these 4 types of foods on a regular basis, they will turbocharge your energy and your vitality. Number 1. Meat on the bone. Now you might wonder, meat? I thought meat was bad for me. Everywhere you go, you hear from people that you should decrease consumption of meat, especially red meat. Well, actually, for thousands of years, entire cultures have thrived on healthy meats. Now, the best type of meats are grass-fed meats or pasture-raised meats, meats that come from animals that are raised the way that they would eat if they weren't raised, if they were living in the wild. So grass-fed meats, pasture-raised meats. But in particular, I'm talking about here meat on the bone. For instance, whole birds, like whole turkeys, whole chickens, roasts with bones in them, meats that are cooked generally at slow temperatures, the type of meats that you would cook in a slow cooker. And the reason being is because when you cook meat on the bone at slow temperatures, all the mineral salts from the bone and the collagen will actually come out into the broth of what you're cooking. So when you cook a roast or you cook a bird in the slow cooker, all of the collagen from the bones, especially if you're cooking a good quality pasture raised bird, all the collagen is going to slowly be released and break down, and all the mineral salts from the bones are going to be released. So when you eat the meat from the bone and you eat the juices that accompany that, you're actually getting a lot of minerals that you wouldn't otherwise get from even fruits and vegetables, because our largest mineral reservoir is our bones. Another way to get the benefits of eating meat on the bone is to eat bone broth. So bone broth is actually becoming very popular these days. And bone broth could be any kind of bone broth, from poultry, from beef, from lamb, any kind of good quality meats in which bone broth is derived from. So making a good bone broth in your slow cooker and your stock pot, or even buying a bone broth protein. Nowadays you can actually buy bone broth protein powders. And the bone broth is very rich in collagen, which helps your ligaments, your joints. Again, we get the mineral salts, which are very nutrient dense. And we get proteins from the bone broth that aren't normally found in the meat, in the muscle meat we eat from the animals, that are very good for repairing our bodies and actually very good for energizing our bodies and giving us vitality. The second category of food, number 2, that you want to include on a regular basis in your diet are raw animal and plant fats. So when I say raw, I mean plant and animal fats that have not been pasteurized or heated. So we're talking about raw extra virgin olive oil. So a true good extra virgin olive oil that has been pressed at low temperatures, under 98 degrees Fahrenheit. A good quality, any kind of good quality fats that are raw. So the fats from raw nuts, it could be raw walnuts, raw almonds, avocados. Avocados are a great source of raw fat, which are very nourishing to our liver, very nourishing to our bodies. And our bodies thrive on raw fats. And even, this is a less popular form of raw fat, but many people still eat this form of fat, would be the fat from raw dairy products. So if you have access to a cow share, in particular a local farmer that raises certified grass-fed dairy cows that sells raw milk or raw butter or raw cream that has not been pasteurized. So in most states that would not be available in the stores, other than California and a couple other states out west. So in order to get those types of raw fats, you would have to contact a farmer that has a cow share and purchase a cow share, and a lot of farmers deliver. You can go straight to the farmer, but those are very accessible. And raw dairy fats in particular are very cleansing to the body, very nourishing to the body. If you have any kind of disease state such as diabetes or cancer, raw dairy fat from from butter, from cream, the raw fat from milk is very nourishing to the cells. And raw fats play a role in transporting waste materials that are stored in our fat cells out of the body. So if you want to detox your body, which is very important to do on a daily basis, include a variety of different raw fats, of both raw animal fats and raw plant fats. Number 3, organ meats. Now you're probably thinking, ugh, who eats organ meats? Well, for thousands of years, traditional cultures everywhere have always consumed organ meats of some kind, whether it be organs from fish, organs from roaming land animals, organs from poultry. But organ meats are actually a lot more nutrient dense than muscle meat. So muscle meat is what we in America traditionally are used to eating. When we eat steak or hamburger or chicken or turkey or fish, we're eating the muscle. When you eat the organs or the glands, like the liver is probably the most popular organ meat in our culture that's consumed. But many other cultures consume brains, they consume liver, kidney, all kinds of organ meats are very healthy. And a practical way to get organ meats would be consuming liver. So if you like liver, you could get calf's liver from the grocery store. You don't want to get adult beef liver, but calf's liver or organic chicken livers. Or you can also get desiccated beef liver. You can actually buy in supplement form desiccated beef liver from, you want to look for Argentinian beef. And it's very rich in vitamin A, basically all your fat-soluble vitamins, all of your water-soluble vitamins, the B vitamins, vitamin A, E, D, minerals, and even a little bit of vitamin C. So organ meats are actually much more nutrient dense, serving per serving, than a lot of your fruits and vegetables. And the last category would be fresh, raw, unadulterated plant products. So in particular, greens. Greens are very detoxifying. The most concentrated way to get greens and other nutrient-dense vegetables, such as your bright-colored orange and red vegetables, purple vegetables, is through juicing. So juicing carrots, add some greens to it, add some beet to it, add some ginger and lemon. Lemon is very cleansing. And do juicing on a regular basis. I'm not talking about pasteurized juice, but raw, fresh juice. And just eating lots of green salads. And you want to buy organic. So organic greens, organic salads, even organic, you can even cook greens lightly, saute them for a couple minutes. You can cook kale, spinach, lightly steamed broccoli. All those things are very nourishing to the body and very energizing and detoxifying. So those are my 4 food groups that you want to include on a regular basis for health and vitality. If you want to learn more about these foods, or if you have a particular question about any of these foods, please contact me through Facebook or email. You can go to revitalizewithjamie.com and you can go to the contact me part of the page and send me a message.